And she's on me on Friday.
What?
I think that's what Ms. V said. Oh, that's something about flip flops.
No. Open-toed shoes.
Open-toed shoes.
Open-toed shoes. All right. So we are still dealing with graphs, but again, this is our last chapter on graphs. So we are now calling these directed graphs. Okay. So we have now added arrows. Oh, shoot. Okay. So I want to talk about relationships first. Who can I pick on in here?
Ashley.
Kimberly.
Ashley.
Kimberly.
Ashley and Kimberly?
No, just Kimberly. Just Kimberly.
You got me?
Ashley.
Nicosi.
Get on
and a
Ashley.
tree. Nicosi and a tree.
Cozy and a tree?
Get on Ashley.
Yeah, get on Ashley.
No, not Ashley. A tree.
Oh, yeah.
That's what
You
you
kiss
mean,
that tree.
I don't even want to know why you kiss the trees. All right. Let's pick on Nor, because Nor's not here.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So Nor, who is Nor in love with?
Luis.
Brooke.
He said use him.
Hell no.
Yeah, he's a little
Cowboys.
crazy.
Use Brooke. Use Brooke. Use Brooke.
Yes.
Use Brooke. Yes. Use Brooke.
Okay, so Nor is in love with Brooke. Okay.
But
Brooke says, ew. Okay, so. Okay. Nor's in love with Brooke, but Brooke says, ew. So that means boy likes girl, but girl does not reciprocate. So you've shown the relationship that the boy has feelings for the girl, but there's no relationship where the girl has feelings for the boy. Okay.
In other words, curve.
That's when you go to her friend.
So
Say it again.
You go to her friend.
Yes, damn right. You make her jealous, because by the time you get finished with the friend, she gonna want you to.
and then you've got your friend Ashley.
Right.
Oh yeah, you've got your friend Ashley. And Ashley is so in love with Nicosi. So in love with Nicosi.
She ain't.
Hell no.
But Nicosi's like, ew.
I wouldn't be saying you.
I want you.
It's a good lesson.
And then you've got
Not one.
not one
And Kimberly.
and Kimberly. Aww.
You got Jada with Josh.
We got not one and Kimberly.
Oh, you know you should.
And Kimberly's like, not one. And not one's going, hey, sexy time.
Pimpin' ain't easy.
Pimpin' ain't easy. So, boy likes the girl, and the girl reciprocates.
My bad, Kim. Picking up the news.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Or you can have absolutely no relationship where Jaden's going, ew, Josh. And Josh is going, girl, I want to touch you with a 10-foot pole. Okay? So these are the types of relationships that we're going to deal with in this chapter. Right. Well, we can't help it. She's just like, okay. So,
Yeah, you really
okay. So now, my edges are now going to be called arcs because they have direction, which means that they have an arrow. Okay? Your arc name starts at the starting vertex.
Yeah, you directed graph.
Oh, did I cut that off? Oops. All right, let's back up. I did. I really cut it off. Well, what the-
Tell us what it is.
All right. Directed graph. A graph in which the edges
Why you gotta do that?
have direction. Okay. So basically what we've done is we've added in arrows. A graph in which the edges have direction.
What's the song from?
All right, so your arc name starts at the starting vertex and goes to an ending vertex. Okay, so whatever letter comes first when I list the edges is my starting vertex. What letter that comes second is where it ends. So in other words, if I list arc X, Y, that means X goes to Y. Your second letter is where the arrow points. So if I reverse it and I do YX, that means Y goes to X. So this time when we label all of our edges, we have to watch the order that we put them in. You can't just pick any order that you want. Okay.
I see.
So now, when I write this edge, this goes A, B. A is my start, B is my finish. I also have one that goes from A to D. List me another one.
A to B.
E to A.
E to A.
E to A.
E to A.
C to B.
You said what?
E to H.
C to B. Okay.
E to C.
Hold on. C to B. And you said D to C. I have two more that I haven't listed. Okay. D to E. And you said B to D. So D to E and B to D. So it's still the same process like you did with listing edges for all the other 3 chapters. However, you've got to watch order now.
Hey, Mrs. Do you know where our game's at 7?
No, I didn't know. Was it 7?
Yeah, she said get on the bus at 5:30 because our game's at 7.
Oh. You said like that.
I have no idea. All right. Okay. Sometimes they are not going to list the direction. They're not going to give you X, Y. They're going to use this word called incidence. Incidence means the relationship of vertices. So if it says that A is incident to B, that means A is my start and B is my end. So A goes to B. If I do that in reverse and instead of writing to, I now use the word from. E is incident from D. That means E is actually my ending point and D is my starting point. So you've got to be careful with the words to and the word from. So to, my starts first. From, my starts last. Okay. Questions so far? Okay, couple more key terms and we're pretty much finished. Yes. Okay. All right. Based on diagram 1, yes or no? Is B incident to C?
No.
No. Because that means B would be my start and C would be my end. If you look at it though, C is my start and B is my end. Is D incident from A? Yes. Because again, D would be my end, A would be my start. List all of the vertices that are incident to D. A and B. A and B are the only two that lead into D. And complete the statement, B is incident from
D, C, A.
Careful.
Wait, no.
B is incident from, which means B is my end. So A and C. So you have got to be careful with the words to and from.
I got a question.
Yes.
Can I just if I say third lunch?
What lunch do you eat?
Third.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot. Help me put some meat on tomorrow.
Okay. An adjacent arc. Okay. We still have adjacent arcs. This means that I can start at a point, trace the arc that they're going to, and then continue tracing on with never lifting my pencil. But remember, direction matters here. You have to follow the arrows. You can't go backwards up an arrow. It's like a one-way street. So, based on diagram 1, which of the following arcs are adjacent? Can I start at C, go to B, and get to D?
Yes.
C goes to B, goes to D. Yes. Part B. Can I start at A, go to B, and then trace AD?
No.
No. Okay, that's never going to happen because I'll be stuck at B. I can't get back to A. What about AB and CB? No. And EA and DE?
Yes.
Yes. Technically, if you reverse that, I can do DE and EA. So yes. Questions on adjacent arcs? No. Okay. Path. Sequence of adjacent arcs. Okay. Again, without listing my pencil. They want us to list 3 paths that go from D to B. So how can I start at D and make my way to B? C to B. Okay, so that's my first one. D to C and C to B, which is a length of 2. 2 arcs. Okay. You said another one was what? D-E-A-B. D-E-A-B. This time, length of 3.
Also, length is how many lines you
Mm-hmm. Can you find me another one?
D to A, A, D, C, B.
D to E to A.
You
Back to
can't.
D.
Hold on. You can't go from D to A. There's no arrow that points from D up to A.
I'm saying the big one.
To A,
D.
A, C, B.
I was addressing hers when I had 50,000 people shouting. We're all confused. Hold on.
I was saying do the
Okay.
big one.
You're saying do the big one.
Yeah, like
Oh, you
So-
D to E
D to E.
to A.
Okay.
Back to D. Back to C to B.
Perfect. That one's a nice big one. D goes to E. E to A back to D, D to C, and C to B. So that has a length of 5.
Dead.
I don't even know if there is another
There's
one.
another one. You can go A to D to C to B.
No, you can't go up.
You have
Oh,
to
wait.
start at the.
But yes,
You have to start at D. It says Bass from.
Never mind.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could go D to E to A to B to D to C and back to B.
That's too long.
What's your?
You could actually go, you can go D to A or D to E to A to B, B down, back down to D to C and back up to B.
Man.
Okay.
That's a lot of work.
That's a lot of work. Oh no, a lot of work.
Okay.
Wait, you're expected to do something in school?
Right.
All right. Last term, no, we got to talk about out degree and in degree. Okay, next to last term. Circuits are now called cycles. Okay, so it's just a path that starts and ends at the same vertex. Same rules apply. Okay, again, we have direction that we've got to follow now. They want us to find two circuits that start at A. How can I start at A and get back to A?
A, B, D, E,
A, B, D, E, A. Okay? A, B, D, E, A. And that is a length of 4.
And you can leave out C.
You can leave out what?
Can you leave out C? You don't have to touch everything.
We're not talking Euler or Hamilton.
A,
Okay.
B, D, A.
A, B. You can't go from D to A.
Oh, A, B,
C.
C, D, A.
Whoa.
A, B, C.
You said A, D, C, B,
Oh, D,
D,
E,
E, A. Okay. That's a nice long one. A, D, D to C, C to B, B to D, D to E, and E to A. A, D, C, B, D, E, and back to A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was thinking nice, short, and sweet. I was going A to D, D to E, E to A. Okay. So any of those would have worked unless they specified a length. Okay. So just remember, cycle or circuit, back to the same path, starts and ends at 2 different points. Okay, now we're at the last of our key terms, out degree and in degree. Okay. What does the word out mean? Leaving, away, going out. So these are the number of arcs for which the vertex is the starting vertex. Bless you. If I wrote it in an arc set, which is like X comma Y, your vertex is listed first. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to go to each point and tell me how many lines are coming out at that point. So if you look at A, how many lines are coming out?
2.
2. If you look at B, how many lines are going out?
1.
C,
1.
D,
2.
and E. Perfect. So if out degrees are going out, in degrees are coming in. Number of arcs for which the vertex is the ending vertex. And if it's written in an arc set, X comma or XY, it's listed second or last. I don't care how you want to spell it out. Okay. Your letter would be the second letter or the last letter. So basically, when you're looking for in degrees, you want to see how many arrows are pointing in. How many arrows are pointing to A?
1.
B,
2.
C,
1.
D,
2.
and E.
1.
Perfect. Yes. Right. Y'all say that about every chapter till the test comes. Okay. Take a couple of minutes and see if you can answer these questions before we go over them.
I got a 15 went up from the 40, went up from 30 to 50.
Wait until you do. You're gonna.
Gotta bring that stuff if you want.
Do your example.
Oh yeah. It says away where Y be at the bus at 5:15. The game is at 7.
Was that originally on our schedule?
I don't think so, because all of them are 6.
That's all right. I got a schedule right here.
Yeah, it says at 6 on my thing. All of them say 6. That's well.
That's what I thought.
We don't have to go to all the dots, right?
No.
And agree, like where you're ending.
Yes.
Tomorrow, mine land, our land. No. What's yours? This one's mine. It's mine. It's mine. Yes.
Scott has to work an overnight shift tonight.
I was mad.
I gotta be home by 9.
She threw her phone.
I think what happened. It was a game at 7.
Call out. Tell them you can't go.
Leave early.
Then the staff don't come. I just texted her and asked her why it got moved to 7.
They come with 6. I don't know.
They probably have a track meet or something at Central. And again, why am I never told this? They have a JV team in game. How we doing?
Good.
Cat rice.
Oh, she gone.
Cat rice.
Oh. Here. Yeah. No. Oh, no.
I don't know.
How much is that?
I mean, so, that, when they say they repeal smart, they say y'all ain't got smart liquor.
It's not one.
Right.
We need to come up with a game plan, like.
For what?
With paper and all that.
I know they ain't gonna let you win no damn team.
Man, everybody else such a genius.
Who?
This Davis County don't care about genius.
We not Davidson County.
Shit.
Right.
We right next to him, hell, 5 minutes away. Everybody tell Liz you want to be all proper.
I did.
Well,
Claire can't
because
do
bullying and stuff. That's what we're
You're still getting only where spot.
But
Yeah,
honestly
right,
though,
no,
you
no,
can
no.
still tell who
You're
got
pretty good
money
except for a
from
couple of
the
your in
better
and out
spot
degrees.
from the broken
A couple of your in and
I
out
would
degrees.
have made my smile
Come on,
look
man.
good.
Yeah.
For real. Right. I went to Walmart all the time.
Okay.
Right.
Except for church, 'cause that was small.
Okay, I want to give you time to work on your homework. The faster we get through this, the better off we are. A is incident 2, which means A is my start. What does A go to? B, D, and C.
Yeah, I got no money.
You will need to make sure on your test that you list all of them. Don't just give me B. It will be wrong. A is incident from C and E. Okay, in degree and out degree at each vertex. How many's coming into A?
2.
And how many's going out?
3.
Okay.
Both of them.
B, you said both are 1. Perfect.
1 and 3.
1 and 3. There's 1 coming in and 3 going out.
4 and 0.
You said 4 and 0. Okay. 4 coming in, nothing's going out. And you said 1 and 2.
I swapped my day.
Is that what it was now on?
Yeah. I swapped.
Okay.
I did too. The last 2 I was
So please be careful because on the test, while I will not mark full points off, you lose points for having them switched with in and out. Okay. So just be very, very careful. Find me a path that starts at A and ends at D.
A to D.
A to D works. A goes to D. What else did you have?
A C D.
A, C, D.
A C E.
A, C, E, D. Okay. I actually had,
Oh, you could have did A B D too. No, you couldn't.
I had A, D. I had A, B, D. A, C, D. A, C, E, D. A, C, E, A, C, D. A, C, A, D. A, C, E, A, B, D. Okay. There are several of them. I don't care which one you list unless I tell you it has to have a length of this. Okay. Any of those would have worked. Do any cycles exist? And if so, where? ACA and ACEA. You found both of them now, Ron. Look at you. Okay. Questions on those? Okay. Let's try it from a vertex set. So now, instead of giving you a picture, I'm listing you the arc set. Okay. I want to know the out degree of V and Z. So I want to know how many lines are going out, which means V and Z should be my start. Okay. So how many go out of V? 2. You've got this one and this one. And you said 2 going out of Z. Okay. What is the in degree? Which means they're my ending vertices. They should be my second one.
B is 0 and Z is 3.
0 and Z is 3. There's nothing going into V, and there's 3 going into Z. Okay. So be prepared to do it from an arc set as well as from a picture. Okay. Where do you see these in real life? Traffic flow. If any of you watch the news in the morning and they talk about the traffic on Interstate 40 and all that happy stuff, they show arrows. Okay. Tournaments. They can use them in a tournament, as in Lexington beat Central Davidson. So Lexington would be the start and Central would be the end because they've lost. The winners would be your start. Telephone traffic. If I call Yesenia on the starting point, Yesenia is the ending point. Okay. Flow charts. I'm sure you've seen those in history class, science class, English class.
English.
The the life cycle and all that happy stuff. Okay. Last couple of examples we've got to do, and these are super easy. You need to draw me a picture.
Well, back to drawing.
Back to drawing.
Okay, drawing.
Okay. When it says project diagram, everybody has to start with a start. Pretty much, right? Makes sense. You gotta have a start. This is that extra page. Sorry, guys. This is that extra page that I gave you that was missing. Okay, so your start, your wake up. That's the first thing you do in the morning. You wake up. Once you wake up, now on, what do? You go get breakfast. Okay, so now Juan goes and gets breakfast. What? Who says you can't eat breakfast naked? What's wrong with it?
Who sleeps naked?
No, you have to go. No,
You can just right. That's the best feeling ever.
What?
Sleeping naked.
Oh, I thought y'all was talking about walking around butt naked.
Ain't nothing better than that.
Right.
This is why I hate when I have company at my house.
See, look.
Because I can't walk out of my bedroom without putting on clothes when I have company over.
See, my parents, they not home. I be going up. But when they home,
there's
I lock my door.
Oh, when
I be
you-
in my room just
When
cooling.
you right, when you get your own place, you tell me how much you actually wear clothes.
All the
Shit, I don't wear
No.
clothes.
Amen.
Around my house naked.
My dad be knocking on my door. What you doing? Hold on, let's get ready.
Okay.
Your room too. Okay.
To me, after breakfast, I like to brush my teeth. Okay, you wouldn't brush your teeth before you eat breakfast. Do you
I
really?
mean, it depends.
I don't
Like,
have
if I'm going somewhere to get breakfast, then yeah, because I'm not gonna go
Oh,
out
yeah, okay.
That's different.
with my
But
teeth.
at home,
At home, I'm going to eat breakfast and then brush my teeth and get all that nasty orange
Right.
juice and eggs and stuff all out of there. Okay?
Well, I don't know. When I wake
must
up,
be
I take a
nice.
shower
You have
first.
time to do that.
I'm saying. You have breakfast. I gotta be out the
What
house.
time do you get up?
Oh,
I like to get as much
I get up
sleep.
at 7:40.
Okay, that's your problem.
See, but on work days, I only have.
I get up at 6.
But you got the weekend, so I don't. I work from 10 to 9.
You forget she got a kid?
Right.
I am a kid.
I'm still
doing this.
I'm still up at 6 o'clock in the morning because I have a 19-month-old that goes, Mama!
Who decided to have a kid?
Not me. She was an oopsie.
She said she was so.
Listen, my husband was told he could never have children. He had cancer.
You're recording.
He was told he was sterile. I don't care. He was told he was sterile. So when I got pregnant, I was like, well, guess you're not broken.
Oh,
Okay? Take a look at some of these other things we have to put in here. Is there something else that we should do before we do something else? Like,
Sure.
let's say we get dressed. What should I do before I get dressed?
Shower.
You gotta shower before you get dressed. Okay? It doesn't quite make sense to put on some clothes and then hop in the shower and be like, la di da di da. Okay? You get your clothes all nice and wet. Okay?
after I shower, I brush my teeth because I'm already in the bathroom. So I'm gonna do
Okay?
what I need
So
to
she
do.
said after she showers, she brushes her teeth. There's some days I do that.
Well,
Brush my teeth in the shower.
I'll do too.
I
I'll do
Really?
to save time.
Oh, man, when you're rushing.
Yeah.
Right, right. You're like washing your hair, brushing your teeth,
that's the thing. The only nobody rush me.
sitting there putting a washcloth on your foot, trying to do it all at the same time.
It's like, hurry up in the back. Like, damn, can I get a second?
Okay, so after we're done with all of this,
Be in that one for another 20 minutes.
we're done with all this, we pack our school bag because we're so studious and we're ready for school.
I'm gonna stay in my car.
Right.
It don't come out.
Chill, bro.
I don't hear that. Y'all go home and study every night like good kids.
Of course.
Yeah,
Yes.
If I
okay.
gotta work. Oh no.
I go home with the wobble bag downstairs.
Okay. And we end our day.
Fridays, their shit don't even open.
We end our day when we get to school.
And then we hate coming back.
It feel like the end when we get here. It feel like the end of life.
Like jail.
The light
Oh,
is
school is so torturous.
Yes, it is.
Oh God, we feel like Kodak.
Okay, so basically what we're trying to get at here is there's some prerequisites that have to happen. Like, again, it doesn't make any sense to get dressed and then jump in the shower. Okay? It doesn't really make any sense unless you're going out for breakfast. Let me throw that out there since Jaden threw that out there. Okay? But if you're gonna eat breakfast at home, why are you gonna brush your teeth and then, ew, I don't like toothpaste tasting breakfast.
I always take a shower before I eat though. Like I take a shower as soon as I wake up.
I took a shower at 4 o'clock this morning
That'd be
because
the
that's when
first
I
thing
woke up.
Cause I don't know who gonna call me. Cause a lot of people call, hey bro, you trying to?
I took a
Right,
shower
where I'm
at
gonna go.
7.
So I gotta get
I
dressed.
still
Oh, y'all think that you're important.
Oh, I am.
Right, you know how people call me?
VIP.
They be
I
like,
just got
they
stuff
like, bro,
to
you
do.
trying to slide and da da da. Let's go.
I don't know how my day gonna go, so I get fleet as soon as I get up.
Oh no.
I really thought he just said I got fleas.
Yeah.
Legs have teeth.
I really thought you just said I have fleas. And I was
Oh,
like,
they
ew.
do.
I'm saying.
I mean,
Oh, you gotta do. I'm gonna get on you later. But actually, I'm listening. They be mad because then when we go, I'll be already be fleeing. They be like, bro, are you fleeing? I'm like, because I'll keep on popping up.
Okay. So the ones that you're going to need to be the most concerned about are the next two examples we are about to do. Okay. You are going to have to draw one of these on your test, just like example 2 and 3. So when you're given a chart like this, again, you must have a start. Okay. Your start has to lead somewhere. When you're given a chart like this, your starting vertices are the ones that have nothing written under precedent relations, which means there's no prerequisites for those two tasks. So they can be done straight from the start. So start can lead to task X and start can lead to task Y. Okay. Then you're going to take a look at each one of these. So from X, where does X go according to my chart? Okay, it goes to U. So X leads to U. And it also goes to W. Notice I mark them out as I write them. So again, I don't miss anything. Okay, so then I bump down to Y. What does Y go to? Okay, so Y goes to U. I already have a U, so we just draw the arrow. Where else does Y go?
V.
Y goes to V. Have I marked off all of my prerequisites? Yes. So the last thing, all good things have to come to an end. We have a start, we have an end. You now need to decide what tasks lead to the end. The tasks that lead to the end are the ones that have no arrows coming out of them.
W.
So W will go to the end, V, and U.
And you.
All three of those will go to the end. And that's your picture, and you are done. Hallelujah.
Exactly. I messed my picture up.
You messed your picture up. Okay, let's try this one. Again, you need a start. What does my start go to this time?
E, D, and B.
E, D, and B. B, D, and E. B, D, it doesn't matter what order you put these in. Okay? B, D, and E. Okay? Use these dots then to branch out. B is at the top on mine. What does B go to now?
C, F, and G.
C, F, and G. So I need a line that goes out to C. I need one that goes to an F. And I need one that goes to a G. Again, it doesn't matter what order you put those in, as long as you have the arrows going from B to each one of those. Let's talk D.
Goes to G.
G.
D only goes to G. Okay? And finally, let's talk E in this one. What does E go to? It goes to C, way up here. Okay? So we took care of B, we took care of D, we took care of E. What does C go to?
A.
Okay, C goes to A. I need an A. Okay, there's an A. C goes to A. Okay. F. You said goes to H. I need an
And
H. Okay, it goes to A and it goes to H. Okay, so F went to A and F went to H.
G goes to H.
The last thing I have to mark off is G also goes to H.
A and H goes to N.
That's your right.
And then as always, all good things come to an end. And A and H are the only ones with nothing coming out. So they go to the end.
Yeah, that's too much.
Play too much.
Yeah, that shit gave me a headache.
Oh, head hurts.
The shit.
Mind blown.
Now the question is, how much harder is this about to get it?
So we're gonna do number 3.
What?
Oh.
2016 part.
Okay,
Oh.
last one. 5 computer programs need to be executed. There is a 10 minute, a 2 7 minutes, a 12 minute, and a 20 minute. Okay, so we've got a 10, we've got 2 7s.
We don't have no room for this.
Don't never give us no room.
Exactly.
All right, we'll just pay attention. We'll talk about it.
Why y'all come for me like that?
She'll never give us.
They always come at me like that.
It's okay, because when
I
you
suck.
clap back, they gonna be mad.
What you gonna clap back with?
That test.
Clap right.
Right.
Okay.
That test. Cut.
I don't want you to
Okay.
clap.
So
My brain is-
these are all of your tasks. We need to figure out what has to come before other things. So it says your 20-minute program requires both 7 minutes to be finished before starting. So what has to come first?
The 7.
The 7s. The 7s actually lead into your 20-minute program. So I'm going to take 20 off of here, and I'm going to put it here now. Okay? Your 7s have to lead into your 20. The 10-minute program cannot be started until the 12-minute program has been completed. So 12 has to come first. 12 leads into 10. So I'm going to take that off of here. Draw a project diagram for this situation. So the last thing I need to do is I need to put a start that goes to all of these and an end that comes off of these. Okay, so sometimes they don't give you the nice little chart that says this goes to this goes to that. You actually have to read and comprehend and figure out what needs to come first and what needs to come second. Questions, problems? Okay, you have an 8.2 worksheet available on Canvas that goes over all of this.